Thank you. I know I don't look like I'm a comedian. I don't look like I'd be super hilarious. I have a lot of friends, though, that tell me that I look like the kind of girl who'd be the second one that they'd get rid of on a dating show. I'm like perfect for a limo-date, you know? Like, he'll keep me around for the first round because I'm kind of cool, a little bit funny, you know? But then when it comes to second round, I clam up because I don't want to get in the hot tub and make out with other girls. Like, ooh. No, sorry, I'm not going to pretend I like this. I don't know. I'm sorry. You know, like, maybe being a sleaze is not my idea of fun, you know? So that'd make me a downer and he'd get rid of me. But the girls on that show are so ridiculous all the time on the dating shows. They're so silly. You always hear that girl, like, during the interview, she always says, I want a guy to like me for, you know, my brains, not my body. Like my brains, not my body. And I'm just waiting for one day when the cameraman interjects and he's like, excuse me, ma'am, your brains are part of your body. It's all together under the body category. And it's probably why he doesn't like you. You're a little dumb, just a little dumb there. I don't mean to sound sexist. I'm not. I'll tell you who is sexist, though. Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin. Dead man, so, who has the last laugh? Most of us ladies. Charles Darwin, though, I was watching a special on him the other day, and they said that he felt that women were the inferior gender because, here are the reasons why. He said that women are not as intelligent as men. Right off the bat, fine. He also said that we're not as focused as men. And then he said that we lacked mechanical skills. I know. And then it was so weird because, like, as he started talking about how he came to those theories, I got distracted because a cute butterfly landed on my nose. And I just giggled. I just couldn't keep it together. I know I get silly sometimes. I sound a little silly. And I blame it on the fact that I watched the Tyra Banks show. I know. She's just awesome at monologues. She's just this awesome reporter, model, cyborg, you know, the voice of reason. So I buy into her monologues. And the other day she had this show where she thought she was doing an expose on how society treats fat people. And you know how fat suits work. They don't touch the face. They just put this puffy suit on you. And so Tyra Banks goes out in town, does normal everyday things. You know, she gets her nails done. She's eating a hot dog in the park, watching kids play. She comes back to the studio, and they're like, how did it go, Tyra? And she's like, oh, my God. Oh, it was awful. Everywhere I went, people were looking at me and pointing and staring and laughing. And she's just so upset. And meanwhile, I'm sitting at home like, yeah, of course. They're probably thinking, dang, ain't that Tyra Banks? Wow, she got fat. And like overnight, too. How did she do that? Oh, Tyra. Oh, boy. I know. I have a friend who doesn't believe that anyone is fat. She's like, Becky, fat does not exist. That's stupid. No one is fat. All those people that you see that are big, those people are actually really, really strong. Yeah. You know why I know this? I'm like, please break it down. How are they strong? She's like, because think about this. If you see a man who's 700 pounds, he is carrying 700 pounds. Wow. You know, it's like he is working out just by being alive. Every day is a constant exercise for this man. You know, like, it's like he's so strong, he could have like 10 pizzas in one sitting. And of course he's sitting, he's tired. You've got to be, you're carrying all that weight with you. Oh. I guess in that case, that's why my mom's always freaked out. She's just always worried that I'm going to get so strong I can't find a husband. I guess he can't handle me, literally. Oh, the parents are adorable. My parents are great. They do this one thing that I think is super cute. Anytime they leave the house and they leave the puppies alone, you know, the dogs out of themselves, you know, have a realm over the house, she always worries that the dogs are going to get into stuff. So she's like, leave the TV on for them. You know, that way they have something to do. That way they won't be bored. Like, okay, give them an assignment, that's fine. And then she's like, oh, and put it on Animal Planet, too, so they see one of their own, just in case. Like, don't give them fantasies. Poor little puppies. But it's like, the dogs are not so bored to where like they leave the house and then the dogs are like, oh, thank God, some privacy. Whew. Now we can really lick ourselves. Yeah, the way we want to. Oh, thank God, they're gone. Finally, back it up. I want to whiff that. Yeah, let's smell that. Oh, great. Oh, if only we were entertained. Oh, poor puppies. I'm strictly a dog person. Can't stand cats. Don't like cats at all. More than I don't like cats, I don't like cat owners. It's hard for me to get into that brain of cat owners because cat people are always making excuses for their cat's behavior. And cats are jerks. They're so mean to their owners. It's like having an abusive spouse. And I have this girlfriend who's always coming into work and she has cuts and scratches and bruises all over and like, oh my God, what's going on at home? She's like, oh, it's just Mittens, he's crazy. Just I didn't have dinner ready for him, so he got upset. And then I wanted to play with him, and he didn't want to play. So I got this black eye. It's fine. He loves me though. He really loves me. Don't tell anybody. He absolutely loves me. I was falling asleep the other day watching Dr. 90210. I'm sure this has happened to plenty of people, but it's that place right in between dreaming, and being awake. It's like slipping off into your sleep. And you know how you hear things going on and your mind starts to justify everything and make like a little mini movie. So the other day I was watching Dr. 90210 and there's construction going on by my apartment. So I'm listening to that hammering going on and Dr. 90210. And as I was falling asleep, I was just thinking, it's going to take a roof full of Mexicans to fix this woman. Oh my God. How big is her face? Oh. And I love Mexicans. I mean, I am one. But I really love Latin men, and I don't mean to be biased, but I've dated various men. And by far, Mexican men are the best because they're so passionate and expressive and emotional. And I learned that if a Latin man loves you, he will prove it to you by airbrushing your name on the back of his car in Old English. And if that's not love, that's at least calligraphy. I am super impressed. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.